Good things come to those who don't wait around. That's what they say anyway. Knowing my luck, the opposite is probably true for me. Adventure time! Off we go! Adventure time! Let's light it up!
I'll protect us. Right?
Forth, my blade! A touch of frost!
Let's light it up! Let's light it up!
Forth, my blade!
Let's dance.
Let's light it up! Let's light it up!
Spirit blade! Attack!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
One with my blade!
Let the show begin.
Let's light it up! Benny's adventure team, assemble!
Ad Astra Abbot. Ad Astra Abyssosk. Well. Ad Astra Abyss.
Off we go! Adventure time! adventure team, assemble!
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Oh, wow!
Wow! This is the Golden House? It looked impressive enough from the outside, but who would have guessed that it was even fancier on the inside? And so full of Mora! This is where all of Teyvat's Mora is minted, right? In that case, maybe they won't notice if a few Mora go mint. Oh, so it's a trap! Tricky. Good thing Paimon's got you here. But even if we can't take any, we can still have a closer look, right? Or better yet, take a nap on top of a mountain of Mora. It's like a dream come true. Oh, right. Back to business. It's quiet. Too quiet. Surely someone's gotta be guarding something as important as the Exuvia. Huh? Look! What happened here? Uh-oh. Paimon smells trouble. Quick! We have to go make sure that the Exuvia is all right.
You've already fulfilled your task as guides, so why do you still linger here? Haven't you already seen enough trouble for today?
Huh? Who's there?
If you were Fatui, I imagine that you would be entitled to a generous reward from the Tsaritsa herself. But now, you're nothing but dross, and you're in my way. Although I'm deeply grateful to you that I was able to effortlessly find this secret location, don't you think that trying to stop me now would just be wasted effort? Stopping the Moramints, hiding away the Exuvia. The Chising are really pulling out all the stops this time.
So you've been planning to take the Gnosis from inside the Exuvia all along?
As one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers, it's my duty to see the will of the Tsaritsa fulfilled. She will get that which she desires. I'm not asking for your blessing, and the time for discussion and diplomacy has already passed. I mean, if it were up to me, I would have skipped that stage either way. We now come to my favorite part, the battle.
Battle? So you're the type that go...
When Signora offended the deities outside the cathedral in Mondstadt, she swiftly left the scene once her mission was accomplished. Instead of confronting you directly, she chose to rely on the snow and ice to make her escape. She wouldn't want the knights to come running towards the... When she faces a worthy opponent, she will prioritize her mission, weigh the outcome. But as for me, the greatest pleasure of being a harbinger lies in crossing blades with strong opponents.
We won't let what happened in Mondstadt ever happen again!
Oh, so you intend to fight me? Good. Besides, you could never defeat me, not even in your wildest dreams. But hey, fighting talk, I love it. Now let's see you live up to it. This chance is hard to come by, so show me all you've got. So very few ever get the chance to square off with a Fatui Harbinger. So come now, amuse me, and don't you dare disappoint. Cowering already? Passable effort.
Adventure!
Let's dance.
Swift and merciful.
Let's light it up!
Fine opportunity.
That's gonna hurt in the morning.
How are you coming?
Why do they never miss?
Poor timing, poor timing. Try this.
Let's light it up! Ow! Off we go! Yeah!
You're wide open.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Don't worry, I got this.
3 wins, 2 king.
Not bad, not bad.
Off we go!
Not bad. You've got a trick or two.
Yeah!
Haha, good. No wonder Signora was so wary of you. Well, that just means I can go all out. Brace yourself. This is about to get tough. Now, show me what you can do against the might of a Harbinger.
A touch of frost. Spirit blade.
Ready, steady, go!
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let's light it up!
You've got some skills.
Let's dance.
Let's light it up! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Yeah.
My turn. Not bad. Your swordsmanship is quite impressive. But that's about as far as you'll get. Didn't think you had that card hidden up your sleeve.
You were just playing us to get close to the Exuvia!
Oh, quiet down. Stop acting like some wide-eyed recruit. You've seen this world. You of all people should know. This should have been expected! Well then, I'll be taking Morax's Gnosis now! Huh? I see. Well, this is most unexpected. You beat me to it, didn't you?
Not bad. But this is going to cost you! Yeah! You got to the Gnosis ahead of me, didn't you? Did you simply move faster? Or did you leak the information regarding the Golden House to me on purpose? No matter. Hand the Gnosis over, now! Don't make me take it from you!
We didn't take it!
A touch of frost. Forth, my blade.
Don't push your luck. Don't get frostbite.
Let's light it up!
Submit for judgment.
Yeah. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
I cannot underestimate my aunt.
Let the show begin.
Adventure time.
Above.
Look! Child's back.
Well then, it seems the burden of the foul legacy transformation was too great for my body. I lacked the opportunity to think this through. And now that I consider the matter more carefully, you never had any chance of beating me to the Gnosis. You had no connection to the Gnosis, no matter where it had been taken.
That's what we've been trying to tell you! We didn't take—
Your show of ability today far surpasses that of Signora's initial assessment of you in Mondstadt. Tell me, you already know the answer, don't you? I can see it in your eyes. But if that is a secret you wish to keep, this battle has already left. Anyone who strives as I do to grow stronger shall be called a friend. Even if our friendship can only be shown in battle against one another.
Pretty sure that's not the normal way to make friends.
Unfortunately, I must bring this amiable conversation to an end. My quest still beckons. Given that the Gnosis wasn't taken by anyone, then we must look once again to the beginning. Perhaps it was never in the Exuvia to begin with. In fact, it might be that the Exuvia was just a diversion of sorts.
What? So you mean that—
Yes, it appears so. Interesting to say the least. It seems that the guardian deity of the capital of commerce is also well versed in little maneuvers beyond the boundaries of contracts. As such, we must now look to—
backup plan?
I had hoped it would never come to this, for the weak will be swept. The truth is, the world belongs to those who pursue strength. I seldom willingly involve myself with the weak. Unfortunately, We cannot be picky about our methods as Fatui Harbingers. Children must all learn to eat their vegetables sometime.
So what are you planning to do?
I will awaken the god that lies dormant beneath Guyan's stone forest.
A god?
Osial, overlord of the Vortex, who was defeated by Morax, the Geo-Archon in the Archon War, and who has remained pinned beneath the waves by the Geo-Archon's stone spears ever since. If such an ancient god were to be unleashed upon Liyue Harbor, do you think the cunning Rex Lapis would just stand aloof and—
But the Archon War ended 2,000 years ago. How can an ancient god appear in a world now overseen by the Seven?
Simple. I've already prepared the means to awaken it.
Hey, those are sigils of permission. Oh, Paimon remembers now. The Fatui have been researching them.
Indeed. The one that was given to you was just a byproduct of our research. With the power of so many sigils of permission concentrated in one place, along with that which was bestowed upon me as a harbinger by our Tsaritsa, using the powers of ancient gods in such a situation fails to interest me, and is largely against my principle. But knowing that such an action will not only force the Geo-Archon to— Let's see. Will the nation that has lost its deity be swallowed up by an ancient malice once more? If you wish to drown together with the people of Liyue, you're free to stay and enjoy the show.
Huh? He's already gone. That guy is fast. What's going on? Exhausted. If we hadn't happened to see the Jade Chamber flying over just as we came out of the Golden House, we really wouldn't have known which way to go. Did we make it in time? Is the Overlord of the Vortex still in the sea? It hasn't destroyed Liyue yet.
What are you doing here?
Huh? Hold on. It's the Adepti. What are you doing on the Jade Chamber? Paimon thought you were arguing with the Chising. Is the fighting over?
Faced with a calamity of such magnitude, we have agreed to put our differences aside for now and unite against this common enemy.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So how do you plan to defend Liyue? Just seeing this Overlord of the Vortex guy puts a pit in Paimon's tummy, even from all the way out here.
It's not just you. We've got new Millilith recruits who can't even stand at attention without shaking. The force of an ancient god's presence seems to be too much for ordinary people to handle. Which is why we must stop that monster before it gets any closer to Liyue Harbor.
So the Archon War was fought 2,000 years ago against enemies like that thing? Now that's scary. So will the power of the Qixing, Millelith, and Adepti gathered here.
We've already discussed this together, and our conclusion is not necessarily.
What? But all of you are supposed to be the guardians of Liyue. Can't you think of—
One certainly could.
Huh?
The Qixing did once research the matter of the Guizhong Ballista when it peaked their and as fate would have it, one who did craft the Guizhong Ballista with one's own hands is here. For what could you mortals ever learn of Adepti mechanism?
I suppose this is one blessing from the Adepti that we should be thankful. So be it. We shall use the upgraded Guizhong Ballista to fight off that god. All the Adepti here can lend their strength. We haven't a moment to spare. Our battle begins now. Yep.
They're attacking the Guizhong Ballista!
The three Adepti are manning the Guizhong Ballista. Do not let the Fatui disturb their work.
All able Millelith, with me!
Let's go help too!
We Adepti have not faced a god in several millennia. Let one see what you're made of then. What strength remains within you. One wishes to witness.
Miscalculated.
Fourth, my blade.
Let's light it up!
Let's move. Have a load of this.
Let's light it up!
Detoxify me.
Let's light it up!
You need a hurry up.
Huh.
Feel clogged. Cook this through.
What is that?
That is Osial's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one.
Innocent child will break you.
A touch of frost.
The ancient god's attacking again! There are so many Fatui too! We can't look!
Were you about to say we can't hold them, children?
Huh?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this.
This is adeptal energy! That light from your body, it's like the tyrant Julian Karst! Wow, it's Madame Ping's shockwave! This granny's really strong!
Not breaking up the way.
Looks like I went
It isn't time for a
From
break
whence
yet.
you came! Forth, my blade!
Let's light it up!
Duty at an end.
Adventure time! Let's light it up!
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil! Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might! I too did this during the Archon War!
So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight!
Adventure time!
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
Off we go! Adventure time! Off we go! Off we go!
Child, you are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
Yeah! Yeah! Let's light it up! Yeah!
A touch of frost. Submit for judgment. One with my blade.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak. In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Let's light it up! Let's light it up!
This is it. Send this
Let's light it up! Adventure time! Off we go!
Let the show begin.
Forth, my blade.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace.
Off we go! Adventure time!
The interlopers are no more. Now we may commit ourselves fully.
It's working! We just need to keep this up!
Be careful now.
The Guizhong Ballista is destroyed. Without its covering fire, retaliation shall be difficult.
But the Jade Chamber is our last line of defense. We can't give another inch, no matter what.
I have another idea.
What do you mean, Lady Ningguang?
I'll sacrifice the Jade Chamber.
What is the meaning of this?
I understand.
Traveler, lend me a hand. Farewell, old friend. Goodbye for now. Let us meet again in the future.
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex can make any waves again.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great jeopardy.
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came?
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do at first, it was only the size of a small room. But with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies. But it is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a business, seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue.
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at Thank you all for hearing me.
Oh?
3,700 years. Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test, but that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead, focus your sights on our city.
Are you questioning our means of protect?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts.
This morning, Rex Lap.
What?
In the dream, I also thought to tell him, but I dared.
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right. That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people. The Animal Archon sought to quell this.
Each of the 7 nations has its...
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughing...
All right, all right.
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am a
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to... I thought this battle would perhaps be my... Although I am a mere...
Huh? Why does everyone look so...
Weren't you frightened?
I wasn't afraid. All the strong When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and... thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come...
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be...
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. And... Oh.
You see, this is what the country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer... Although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be... The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of contracts between...
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again changed the... Fair enough. Away we shall, and return whence we came.
Since we Adepti have... But how will we ensure that the Liyue...
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right...
Looks like the conflict between Oh, right! Child wanted to but we were able to... Oh, and speaking of that... Paimon doesn't get it.